How many of you actually know your next door neighbor? We're connected in so many ways with people across the entire world, yet ironically, we're not even connected with those living right across the street. And loneliness and lack of belonging is the reality for millions of urban residents in the UAE. Now let's look at the big picture. We remain friends for a lifetime because of Facebook. We network with new business partners because of LinkedIn. And we come together with neighbors to create our local community because of Hayi. My name is Rene Morgan, co-founder of the Hayi application, the social network for neighborhoods in the Middle East. Now me myself, as Wuta said, born and raised here in the UAE, I've noticed we have a problem. The problem that community living isn't actually very community oriented at all. Sure, we live in these picture-perfect villas, surrounded by beautiful greenery. However, if you strip all of that bare, we're still left disconnected from everyone around us. Now, what kind of repercussions does that have on the happiness of a resident living in the UAE? And what kind of repercussions does that have on EMAAR as the developer? But the solution is simple. EMAAR neighbors can now turn to the Hayi application, the social network for the neighborhood, to receive trusted information in the community, give and get help, and build real-world connections with those living around them. And the opportunity for EMAAR now is to tap into these digital communities and use our tools to enhance residential living, optimize operations, and improve retail performance. And the three benefits specifically of our smart community for EMAAR is an increase in return on investment, a new smart social tool to communicate with their residents, as well as access to unique data and analytics. And the best part about all of this is that it's entirely for free for EMAAR. A sense of community ranks as the most important factor for residents when considering buying or renting new property. In other words, when we find our community, we tend to stay. And what this means for EMAAR is an increase in tenant retention and occupancy rates, and ultimately an increase in property value and return on investment. And how all of this works is, as soon as a resident has verified their address, they can immediately start connecting with other members in their community. As you can see here on the Dubai Hills social feed, real neighbors already posting and sharing and asking for advice or recommendations, as well as something we see far too often, another missing kitten in the community. But neighbors also organize meetups and arrange carpools and much, much more. And retail outlets can also take advantage of Hayi to increase their footfall and their brand awareness within the community through a geo-targeted advertising system. And EMAAR will also be provided with a new smart communications and social tool to engage with their residents like never before. Let me give you an example. If the Sidra swimming pool in Dubai Hills were to close, the community management team can now send out a notification directly to Dubai Hills residents, or even just the residents living in Sidra, and inform them of this important update. Now, this is of course seamlessly integratable with the EMAAR One application. And what we're most excited about is providing EMAAR access to deep analytics and data to help them better understand tenant and community behavior. And through natural language processing and sentiment analysis, can we provide an easy digestible dashboard to help EMAAR better stay on top of their communities and take more data-driven decisions. And we already have thousands of EMAAR residents registered on our platform with over 36,000 users across the entire city, and we've seen tremendous success in keeping these users engaged in the long term, as you can see with our user metrics, where user retention rate is 7 times higher than your average social application. And 61% of all active users engage on Hayi every single week. Now we see this as further validation for the need of a social network in the neighborhood here in the UAE. And our product is also highly scalable. With it being first of its kind in the Middle East, we're looking forward to expanding beyond the UAE into Egypt and Saudi Arabia together with EMAAR. Coming to the team, our founders have extensive experience in marketing, sales, and finance. And our CTO is a social network and ad tech specialist who's previously managed engineering teams at Uber, Square, and most recently at Twitter. We want to partner with you to create these smart neighborhoods for EMAAR and truly reimagine community living here in the UAE where we're connected with everyone and everything around us, and finally, bring back the sense of real community to our neighborhoods. Thank you.